This is a project demonstration video for the project titled Web-Based Data Acquisition and Control System for participation in GRKD Design Contest 2015. The main objective of this project was to design a general purpose web-based data acquisition and control unit. The idea is to enable the user to connect multiple RF-based wireless sensor nodes to a central GRKD-based receiver. The receiver is connected to a web server. The web server enables the user to access incoming data from all the wireless sensor nodes and also allows the user to perform control based on the received data. The entire system is based upon the client-server architecture as depicted in the figure. The client makes a request to the server listens to this request and passes on the information to the router. The router routes this request to the appropriate request handler. The associated request handling routine is then executed and response is sent back to the client via server. The software part of the project is developed using Node.js framework. The server end is developed entirely using JavaScript and Node.js platform, while the client is developed using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and jQuery. Features of the web user interface. The user can obtain and display incoming data from the MCU easily. The incoming data is plotted real time. The client can also send control instructions to the GRKD based receiver. We can also source our localhost to localtunnel or ngrok or any related web service and access the website and thus the hardware setup from anywhere in the world via internet connection using the generated subdomain. So our system is basically accessible from anywhere where the internet facility is available. Now we will move on to the project demonstration part. So I will now demonstrate the project. We can basically run our server on any Linux console by entering a simple command, that is node index.js. So I will now enter it. So our server is now active and listening on localhost port 8080. I will open it with Firefox. Meanwhile, I will turn one of these nodes on. As you can see, the node is communicating with our GRKD board. The server is now active, and after an interval of 5 seconds, the status of the node is updated, which is showing that node 1 is now connected and node 3, which is our receiver node connected to the GRKD board, is also connected. In node 1 we have data from an LDR sensor, a humidity sensor and a temperature sensor. In node 3 we have data from an LM35 temperature sensor, MQ2 gas sensor and HI300 Hall effect sensor. We can view the data in numerical format and also in the graphical format. So let us fiddle with some of the ADC values. So the graph 1 of the node 3 is connected to HI300 Hall effect sensor. So right now it is reading high. I will bring my magnet close to this sensor and it has gone low. Now as soon as I remove it, it is now high and again low. And this behavior is also depicted in our graph. So I will now turn this node on as well. As you can see, the LED is blinking, and after a wait interval of 5 seconds, the server has now shown that node 2 is connected as well. So let us move further. So I have the configure option as well. So in this configure we can decide the multipliers for all these ADCs channels as well as the minimum and maximum threshold for these values. Say we want an alert if say our temperature raises beyond a value, say 30 degrees Celsius. We can just specify that here and select our mode, that is whether it's out to raise an alert when it is the temperature data is out of that range and in that range. So let me demonstrate that. So we will use this HI300 Hall effect sensor only. So it is connected to third ADC. So let us change this multiplier. Say I will change it 0.5 and minimum value is say 200 and maximum allowable value is 3000. So if it is out of that range, I want my system to raise an alert. So let us bring the magnet close again. So as you can see, our node 3 has raised an alert on ADC3 because it has been out of that range. So as soon as I remove it, is back to that state. As soon as I bring my magnet close, So alert is there, and I bring it back after waiting about 5 seconds. It is back to normal. So basically we can have many of these nodes connected to our central server, and all the ADCs of on these nodes can be controlled and monitored, and alerts can be raised by specifying the minimum and maximum thresholds. So now let me demonstrate one more thing. So this is our soil moisture sensor. So I will place this sensor inside the water, and we will see how the value changes. So let me first specify a few things. So our moisture sensor is connected to the ADC2 of node 2. Let us specify some threshold. So say minimum value is 400, maximum value is say 800, and if I want to raise an alert when it is out of this range. So let me just pour this sensor into the water. So as you can see, the value has now reduced and it is below 400, and system has raised an alert. As soon as I move it out, system is back to normal. So such a kind of sensor can be attached to any soil in which the plants are there. So basically we can monitor when we need to water the plants, or if there is a excess of water in that area, or in a similar condition. Using a service called NGROK to convert my internet into internet. Basically I will transfer my server to internet using this service. So let's just enter a simple command and connect our server. So system is now online, and we can access our data from this website, that is kaide.ngrok.io. So I will now open it in my iPad. So it is now asking me for a username and password. So I have kept the username to KD, and the password is just for testing 1 2 3 4 5. So I will now log in to my system. I will also turn one of these nodes on. It might take some time since my internet is running slow. You can see on the console that the request has been made by the client to the server. So as you can see, a similar user interface is available here, and I can access my data from here. So node 1 is online and node 3 is online as well. I can view the data in the graphical format as well. Let's connect the node 1 to LDR. I will turn node 2 on as well. So node 2 is connected as well. So I will place my hand over the LDR, and we will see the data values being changed. So as you can see, it is now 962, 957. As soon as I remove my finger, it is 818. 957, 742. So as you can see, just using a simple service and the user-friendly code, I can access my hardware setup from anywhere using an active internet connection. The benefits of the system shown are: first, it's a plug-and-play system, easy to use. All you have to do is select one node, add some sensors, and you will have the data on your server, accessible anywhere. With simple services like NGROK and local tunnel, you can access the data from your wireless sensor nodes on the central receiver connected to a server from anywhere using an active internet connection. Long range receivers. Transceivers that I have used can give us 1 kilometer line of sight range and can work pretty well for office and home spaces. It's multi-purpose. See, such a system can be used for a variety of applications such as weather monitoring systems, a general purpose data acquisition system, etc. Thanks for watching.